Hi there, everyone, and welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Sara Newman, and I'm so happy you're joining me for this episode of Saturday with Sara. Today we're playing with a beautiful collection from our friends at Graphic 45. This is the Imagine Collector's Edition, and it is packed with beautiful papers, cutouts, and stickers. So I'm going to move aside the flower dazzles just for now so that we can take a closer look at our paper pack. Now the paper pack measures 8 inches by 8 inches, and you have 24 double-sided sheets, 3 each of 8 different designs. And you can see here this pack is all about beautiful steampunk. You've got flowers, you've got clocks and gears and castles, plus hot air balloons as well. Now the color palette is rich and beautiful, as we might expect from Graphic 45, and I just love these designs. Now you've also got some cutout elements in here too, perfect for the front or the inside of your card. And then there's also a sheet of stickers. So this contains 41 coordinating stickers, and these are all printed on a nice sturdy weight material, so there's a lot to work with here. Now, speaking of stickers, I'm also working with hot off the presses flower dazzles. Now this set just seemed to go so well with the paper pack. It contains 5 sheets of flower dazzles, so you have 175 flowers in all. And together with the papers, they really create a nice set to work with. So as you can see, we have a lot to explore today, and I'm really glad you're here. So come play with us. We can start with a fun tag in a bag project. So we've got the bag here, and then just tucked right inside is a coordinating tag. This is one of my favorite paper crafts to do. It's just so much fun to make, and it's also a lot of fun to gift to someone too. Now with my bag, I'm going to move aside the tag for a minute. We can talk about the bag portion. I've die cut this from this gorgeous orange and cream floral paper. So this is one side of it, which you see here. Then you can see the other side as the backing, and that's this design here. So you're able to really make the most out of those double-sided pattern papers. So this is the die that I'm working with, and you can see you've got 2 shapes in here. You've got the bag, and then you've also got the tag portion here. Now when you die cut this bag, what you'll want to do, if you have a paper that reads a certain way, either it has a pattern that goes a certain direction or maybe has some script on it, you'll want to just do some double checking before you do your die cutting. So make sure that you're able to read that pattern the right way. So all you do is just simply take your die, position it down. I like to snug it up in the corner there. Hold it down with a little bit of low tack tape and then run it through your die cutting machine. And then you will have a piece that looks like this. So you'll have your score lines in there. You have this really nice kind of decal edge. And then you simply fold it up. I like to use a bone folder to get some nice creased lines. Secure those 2 together and then fold up the bottom as well. And then you've got your bag, and you can decorate it as you wish. So here I've got some more of that floral paper. I've also added some stickers from the collection on here. And then I've also got this bunting going across here. Now I wanted the bunting to have a little bit more dimension. I didn't want to stick the sticker right down on my bag. So a little trick. I've simply taken the sticker, we use this one as an example, and removed some of the stick by pressing it onto my clothing. So it could be your pants, could be a skirt, could be your sleeve. I'd recommend not going with a really fuzzy sweater. You may end up with a lot of little fuzzy ends on the back of your sticker, but you can tone down some of the stick, flip it over, and then add some foam tape on there. And that's what I did so that I was able to add the bunting going across here with some foam tape. It gives me a little bit more dimension. Then I have this dream cutout. This is also added with some foam tape and a little jute twine bow. Now for the bag, or for the tag, I've used this polka dot paper, which I love. And on the reverse side of it is some of the cutouts. So you can use the cutouts as they are. You can cut them out individually. You can also use this sheet almost as a piece of pattern paper itself. So when I was die cutting this, I just positioned that die so that I was able to get an even border on either side here and still capture a lot of the imagery and some of those sentiments on there too. Then on the other side, I've got some cutouts also popped up on foam tape and some of those sticker corners on here as well. And I love this tone-on-tone paper combination, and this pattern paper collection gives you a lot of really nice, easy to mix and match pattern papers. For our next project, I'm going to go in the opposite direction with 2 contrasting pattern papers plus some specialty sheets. Here are the 2 pattern papers that I used on this card. I've got this gorgeous floral design, and then I also have this really pretty blue butterfly patterned paper. And you can see where they're being put to use here is layers on my card front. Now, because I knew I wanted to add the butterfly die cuts in the center, I also knew that it would help to focus the design if I could mute back this floral design just a little bit. And I think you can see the difference between these 2 versions. So to do that, I use just a piece of vellum. So if I take a piece of plain white vellum and place that on top, I think you can see the difference here. This is a great tip to have on hand if you ever want to create a bit of a softer version of a patterned paper. So here you're still able to take advantage of the beautiful pattern design, the colors, and that dimension, but it just mutes things back a little bit so that you're able to lead the eye into the focal element. So vellum is great to have on hand for something like that. Now the blue butterfly paper, you can see here, I've cut it slightly smaller than my card front and inked it with the Midas Gold ink. Now I love this ink because it gives a nice, soft, subtle kind of shadow effect around the outside edge, and it does help to enhance the contrast between the pattern paper and this white edge of my card front. Then I've got a piece of gold metallic cardstock die cut into a scalloped rectangle. I love this look as a mat where you can catch just the metallic shine around the edges of the rose and vellum layer. I've also used the metallic gold and metallic silver cardstock to create these butterfly dies. So the dies are from hot off the press. This is what the package looks like. And you can see you've got 6 dies in here. They can be used together. They can also be used independently. So you've got 3 different sizes. You've got the silhouette shape, and then you've got the detail shape, and you can see them up here. So you can either use them individually or die cut and stack those designs if you want to. So let me show you. I've got some that are already die cut. Here's one die cut from pattern paper. And then I've got the same size with that more detail effect. And you can simply glue them one on top of the other. If you want to glue them flat together like I've done here, I recommend you use sticky specs. If you want to just glue down the body of the butterfly and have the wings lifted up a little bit, then I recommend like the Cosmic Shimmer acrylic glue for that. Either way, you've got lots of options for decorating with these gorgeous little butterflies. And I've grouped 3 of them together following the rule of uneven numbers, and I've placed them onto a layered die cut rectangle, which I placed on top of some jute twine. The rectangle is up on foam tape so that I don't have bumps with that jute twine underneath. Then I've got this dazzling sticker down below. Then for the card inside, I have some really fun striped yellow paper, plus a little strip of gold cardstock. This is about the last bit I had of my gold cardstock sheet. I love it so much. I wanted to use every last little bit that I could of it, and a simple border is a great way to use those scraps. Then surrounding the butterfly, I've got some flower stickers, and these are the flower dazzle. So this is the gold version, and I've combined them with the pink. So I've got some of the detail of those flowers, and then I've also got some of the solid shapes in there too. So I'm mixing and matching between those. And you'll notice also on these sheets, you've got the flowers and the flower centers. You've also got lots of little teeny tiny circles, and I've used those just kind of scattered throughout so that it adds to a sense of movement here with those butterflies. And then I've got another one of the stickers from the paper pack to finish it off. Our next card is made using the circular step card cutting die and using more of these gorgeous dot and floral papers, again with the flower dazzle accents. So the die that I am working with is this one right here. You can see it's just one metal shape that's going to give you your complete card. So what you'll do is simply put this down onto your pattern paper, run it through your die cutting machine, and you will have the outside area cut. You will also have all of these score areas ready to fold too. So if I flip this over, you can see true to hot off the press form. They always give you a project idea, some instructions on here, and then you've got a diagram with your mountain fold and your valley folds. So when you die cut your piece, you will create a shape that looks like this. So you'll have your cut lines in here around the outside edge and then these score lines. So all you need to do is follow the diagram, fold up the mountain fold, fold down the valley fold, and you are ready to go. Now I do recommend using a bone folder just to crease those edges and give you nice crisp lines in there. And then you can decorate it as you wish. So coming back to my card here, I've actually die cut this shape 2 times. So I die cut the main base piece like this from this orange floral paper. And then I went back and die cut just the bottom area from this dot design. And then I could glue this right on top. And I used a sticker from the paper pack to hide the seam between those 2 patterned papers. Then I've also got my focal on here, which is pattern paper, matted onto a scalloped rectangle, again using some of that metallic silver cardstock. And then I added the orange flower dazzles on here. I just thought these were such a perfect match with those patterned papers. And I've got those on here, and then the incredible sticker plus a jute bow. Then the card inside has rose paper and script dazzles sentiment. Now you may notice on the dazzles that you've got the sticker portion, so like these stickers that you see on here that you would simply pull off and put down onto your paper, but you also have the outside area, which I have removed from this sheet. But as you can see here, you can put that outside area to use to create another area of focal. So if I pull off all of the outside area from my sticker sheet and place it down onto some plain white cardstock, I'll have a piece that looks like this. Maybe I can show you on another dazzle. So this is some of the script dazzles here. You can see all this dazzle material. You can pull that off, and I usually do, especially with the script dazzles, because then if I change my mind, I can put the sticker back on that liner sheet a lot more easily than trying to fit it back into the open area. But on some dazzles, you can make use of that outside area sticker material by simply putting it onto another piece of cardstock. And that's what I've done to create this background area here. So I've simply pulled off from the gold sheet, placed it onto white cardstock, and then what I can do is fill in some of these open areas with dazzles from another color sheet because they're all the same size. So all of the designs are the same, just in different colors and finishes, which means that you can mix and match them as I've done here on my card front. So I've then die cut that piece down with one of the rectangle dies. And then I've got the scalloped frame underneath here, again from that metallic silver cardstock. And then I've got it again onto plain white cardstock. Then the rest of the card is really pretty simple. I've got a butterfly, and then I've got the script dazzle, and I'm using this really fun orange dot paper, which I've also inked around the outside edge with some of that metallic gold. Then from the card inside, I've got leftover strips of pattern paper, a strip of that metallic silver cardstock, and another butterfly. plus this "You Are Amazing" sticker. Now I have one more project to share with you. This little mini envelope made with the mini envelope die and this striped paper, which I really love. So the die that I'm using is this one right here. Again, one of my favorites. You've got two shapes. I'm using this one right here. And these are sized to hold gift cards, but they can also hold a money gift or even just a little note or message, which I've got right here. So on the front of my mini envelope, I have some of the blue and the yellow flower dazzles. So these guys right here just made a really nice color combination. Now I've removed the stick from the back of these and popped them up on foam tape. And then I've added the Hooray Script Dazzle. You can see some of these little kind of swirly accents. On the script dazzles, you will have some of these extra little, I don't know, accent pieces, some hearts, some small flowers, but these ones are perfect just to accent the flower shapes on there. So I've got them layered up and stacked with some foam tape, the Hooray on there. Again, on the back of this, I have another one of the layered flowers and then another script dazzle. Going on the inside, I've got another script message on here, and I did remove the stick from these little tendrils from the script just so that they wouldn't stick when you put them inside. And that is our final project of the day today. So a big thank you to our friends at Graphic 45 for these beautiful papers. I think you can see that I really enjoyed playing with them. And thank you to Hot Off the Press for the flower dazzles. I think they all just work together really nicely. And a special thank you to you for joining me today. We're so glad that you're here and we're happy you're a part of the Paper Wishes family. Do feel free to leave a comment. We love to hear what you think. Each item can be purchased separately and you can see them below. However, we've also bundled them into a creative money saver just for you. For the money saver, just see this webisode on paperwishes.com. And if you're watching us on YouTube, have a look in the description box below this video. You'll find a link that will take you to our Paper Wishes webisodes page and you can see everything I just mentioned. If you enjoyed our video today, we'd really appreciate a thumbs up. It helps people to find our channel. And don't forget to subscribe. We create 3 to 5 videos each week, so there's always something fun to inspire your creative spirit.